Well, hey everybody, this is Ann, and I'm back. It's been a few days since I did my first pour, and I have watched a whole bunch of videos, all different people though, not just Anne-Marie Ritterhoff, who is still my hero, but I did watch quite a few others. Okay, I seem to be rubber glove challenged. Let me get this on. I decided rather than set all this stuff up in my room, I'd give myself and my family a break and actually sit at the dining room table and do my work. Okay, gloves are on. So, like I said, I watched a whole bunch of videos and learned a bunch of new things. So, now I'm anxious to try them out. I found out, instead of spending a whole bunch of money on things like Liquitex blending medium, all I needed was some Elmer's glue and water. And you do 3 parts of the Elmer's glue to 1 part of water. So I created this little mixing cup. See? And so my son was kind enough to mix it for me in the kitchen, but just put the glue up to that line, and then I poured it, or he poured it. Here's my bottle. See that? This is one of those half-gallon iced tea things you pick up at Walmart. Didn't care much for the tea, but I like the bottle. So that's what I'm keeping my blending mix in. My less expensive one. So this is 3 parts of Elmer's glue to 1 part of water. That will get mixed with my paint, which we're supposed to do equal parts of that. And to do that, I was told, oops, I should try using a digital scale and do it by weight. So I thought, okay, let's try that. So you take a cup, set it on the scale first. How can I? Alright, I'm going to lower this down. You know what? Bear with me for a minute. I'm going to pause this just a minute. Okay. Now we're back in motion here. So, hang on a second. Wait. Okay, so let me see if I can do this. Put that like that, and get this up here, and voila. Yep. Okay, sorry about all that. It gets a little complicated, and I'm not the most talented one when it comes to this stuff. So, let's get my towel here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to measure out some paint. And, let's see. What do I want to start with? Well, you know what? I've been wanting to do something with some turquoise. So, we're going to do up some turquoise and some white, and we're going to put it on this 3x3 canvas. Just start small, okay? We do 3x3 canvas, and before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put in some pegs, even though I've got this little rack here that hopefully will make less of a mess when I start pouring. Now I've got my table completely covered, and I've got a big tray under it so it won't skip out anywhere. And then I got newspaper on top of that. So let's see if I can get this down in there. And of course it's not going to go easy. And I'm weak. Maybe I can start them in there good and then push it down the other way. A little easier to do on the bigger canvases. Get down in there. Alright, so now we'll do this and push. Well, hopefully those will stay on. So we just, there we go. So that can sit there for now. So like I said, we're going to try something very simple with some turquoise and some white. So you need to do equal parts blending medium and paint. So here's my paint. Inexpensive. It's apple barrel Caribbean quick drying matte acrylic paint. I wanted to get the glossy ones, but the bottles were little bitty 2-ounces. This is 8 ounces for, like, I think it was $2.50 a bottle at Walmart, I believe. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my blending medium. See, shake this up a little bit. Now, I don't need a whole lot because it's such a little bitty piece. You figure the surface is 3 inch by 3 inch, but then look at how wide the sides are. So that's probably another inch. So truly, I'm covering 4 by 4. So we'll see what we get here. First of all, turn this on. Red 0. Alright. Now let me move a little closer. I just want to do a little bit. So 5/8. Three-fourths. Okay. Well, I can always use it on something else. One-eighth. Really? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, so I got it up to 1 1/8. So, oh, you know what I'm missing? A paper towel. That sucks. That's alright. I just used this towel that I got special for this from the automotive department. It's for washing the car with. So, let me guess. It's got a cap thing on it. Well, of course it does. And let me pull that off. Now, I am expecting hubby to come strolling in here shortly. I hope y'all can hear me okay. I've got the fan blowing because it's pretty doggone hot. And if I didn't have that fan blowing, I would melt. And We don't want me melting now, do we? You know what? Well, I guess that'll work. I really would like to go get my paper towels, though. Gosh, dare I try to put this on hold again? Hey, let me try. Come on, thing. Pause. Pause. Why aren't you pausing? Okay, well, I'll let it run, and you guys wait. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. See, got my paper towels. And set them up there. Found a couple other little tool things I might like to try. Oh lordy. I'm gonna turn this back on. Clear it out. There you go. Put that on there. Really? Okay, so 1 3/8, so I need 1 3/8 paint. Ooh. Wait a minute, so 1 3/8 would be, dang, I guess I should have done the math first. 2 something. Well, when it gets to that should be enough. Alright, you know what? Just so I don't have problems with my paint drying up and getting stuck to the rim, wipe that off. Set that over there. Put this back on. And set it over there. Alright, now, the third element to mixing paint is, I found out, works better, distilled water. Distilled water will help thin it down. Oops. Got a little paint on the stuff there. Okay. So now, I'm going to grab me, I got me a little bit wider, couple of things I did. Got some new glasses so that they're clear, you can see them. And I got wider popsicle sticks. Oh, hubby's home. So now, let's mix this up. And mixing it nicely, actually. This is kind of cool, too, that I can see inside the glass, whereas I couldn't before. But, and you guys can see the colors. Look at that. Unlike the other day. And get in on the sides and scrape it. Gosh, that is so pretty now. What's the consistency? Actually, I was told that as long as it runs continuously, look at that. I think this is perfect. Wow. You know though, let me thin it just a teeny bit. Just a teeny bit. And here comes hubby. He has no idea I'm doing this. Let me give just a little squirt of water. And mix that up. Hey babe, I'm on camera. Say hello everybody. Welcome home, sweetie.
Hi.
Hi.
What?
I said I'm on camera, so say hello everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Alright, that turned out great. Alright, so now we have the turquoise. Now we need to mix some white. So again, put the cup on the thingy there. Now, here's my white. Big old bottle of, who is this now? Daler-Rowney Simply Acrylic. White number 011. Or Blanco. Because there it is. Big old bottle. Now, again, we're just doing a small piece here. Let me shook this up a little bit. I wish there was a way that I could pour it in there a little more precisely. But, alright, I just have to be careful what I'm doing, and it shut itself off again. Alright, so now we're back at 0. So we're doing paint first. And I actually want a fair amount of white. White seems to be the important color. Come on now. Three-fourths. Whoop. 1/1/8. No. Alright, I don't get it. No. Alright, so what are you? 3/4 or what? Oi. I wonder if I need a new battery in my scale, because it's acting goofy. You know what? I'm just going to put a bunch in there. 1.5. Okay, so now I know I need to get that up to 3 in order to have equal parts. So, back to my blending medium. Shake it up a little bit. And I will pour this in until I have 3 ounces. Well, yeah. 2, 3. Look at that. Perfect. Wow. Okay. Wipe that off. Again, I'm trying not to make a mess. I mean, this is a messy hobby to begin with, but I don't need to make it messier than it needs to be, right? So, throw that one away, and I'll grab me another one. Come on, Pip Cow. Get her in. There you go. Give me one. Get my towel. Alright, so put the lid back on, nice and tight. Out of the way. And now, grab me a stick. Woo, it's starting to get warm in here again. And now we just mix. We'll stir and stir and stir and stir. And mix and stir. Mix and stir. Because my canvas is so little, I want to try and do some dots. But we're going to layer the dots. Start with a blue, and then we'll put some white in it. And let me see my consistency here. Okay. Not bad, I guess. I think just like with the blue, I'm going to give it just a little squirt. Just a little bit. There we go. Remember, that's distilled water. The purest of the purest of the pure. Don't have to worry about anything chemicals from city water or weird stuff in well water. Okay, that works. So, woo! Mama getting warm over here. Would you mind, oh, you got new earplugs. Cool. Hubby finally retired his old earplugs that he used for his lawn mowing. You mind turning that down on me for a while? I'll tip it back up when I'm ready to torch. So, okay, give me back the, that ain't gonna work because I need to be able to reach the trash can, the trash bag, and the, pull it over. There we go. Now I got it. You gonna give me a kiss when you're going out to play in the yard?
I might be moving where you can hear.
Oh.
What are you picking up?
Work in the front. Work in the front. You know what? It's going to be what it's going to be. We'll do the best we can. If it means I have to stop until you're done, oh well. He's going out to go mow the lawn. Okay, so we're done with the scale. Move that out of the way. And now we got this little guy. So pull it closer. Like so. Put my cat back on my water so they don't make a mess. And now what do I want to do? Think. Oh, before I add silicone to my paints, I am going to brush on just a thin layer of white onto my little baby canvas here. And let's see. Yeah, that should work. I've got brushes in different sizes. And it seemed like I saw Anne-Marie do a little bit of water first. So let's do this. We'll try to do just a few drops. Just a little bit, and just kind of, I saw her rub it around and rub it on the sides. Here, and here. And I think I might have put a tad too much, so let's just kind of blot it off. Yeah. There we go. And then I'm going to take some white paint and my brush. And alright, get down in there, thank you. And first we'll go in one direction, and it's just a light coat. And then we'll go the other direction. And what this does is it helps the paint move if I want it to. Okay. Gimme. Stick my finger up in there and get some on the sides. Because apparently the sides are just as important as what you do on top. That's if you're not going to frame them. Now in this case, because this is such a wide side, I'm voting we don't frame. Alright? That's just me. You can do whatever your little heart desires. Make sure you get in the corners real good. And one more side. Whoop. That's a little much. Okay. That way, and then we'll go this way. Here, and we got everybody. Here. Now just make sure I got no brush strokes. And looking good. I didn't set up something to put a dirty brush in. Oi, oi, oi. And there went one of my little egg things. Well, sunny beaches. I'm gonna have to find some way of doing this better. Okay, maybe that'll work. Now, I'm all woolly with paint again. Are you bored yet? If you're here to learn, I hope you are. So, now how do I want to do this for getting... Ah, I did it again! Duh! Look what I did. Pay attention, Ann. Good heavens. I wasn't going to have paint everywhere. Now I know why Anne Marie wears an old bathrobe when she paints. Because it's just messy, messy, messy. You know what? Those stupid little pegs are just not working. Are they? Well, for now, it is what it is. So, what I'm going to do is see if this works by just taking this and dribbling some circles. There's one. And there's another. And another circle there. Can y'all see this? I meant to find me a eyedropper so I could do this. You know, actually, it's starting to seem like maybe it's still a little thick. But, well, we'll work with what we got for now. Alright? It's a little bigger. Make you a little bigger. Okay. Now, let's add, oh shoot, you know what? I forgot the important part. The silicone. Oh no. Well, this will be interesting to see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to put in some silicone in the white and some silicone in the blue. And a little more here. Okay. And set that aside. Now we'll mix this up. Because I also want to get some cells in here. Alright, so here we go with the blue. So we're going to drop in some there, some there, a little bit here. Just kind of letting it drop in there. If it runs over, it runs over. Okay, come on. There you go. And now, stir around that silicone into the white. And do some more on top of the turquoise. Alright. One more. There. Go here. Get a little more since that's so big. Put some in the middle here, here, there. Alright, then we go back to the turquoise. And we'll stir, stir, stir. Well, white. 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 And then we'll do one more drop with some white. Let me put some white on the sides here. It's always hardest to get it in the corners, you know? Let's add some in the corners here. Some more here. So we'll try to do this and talk at the same time, I'm finding out. Alright. Now, what I wanted to do was something I had seen done. Oh wait, let's put a little bit of turquoise around those edges too. Just kind of run it along that way. Okay. Now, I want to try something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me try running it first. Try tilting it. See what kind of a mess we get to make. Alright, so here we go. One of that one. this way, and that way, and roll it over this way. I want to make sure that it looks good on the sides too. Ooh, that's really looking cool. And I'm actually getting some cells, unlike my first pour, which wasn't all that swoop. Ah! Well, it gets slippery. It's slippery, you know what I mean? Let's scrape this up and stick it up on here. And up on here. And I'm thinking putting those little pegs on was not a good idea because they're getting away. Okay. Yeah. Just kind of covering everybody. You know what? I'm taking the pegs off. They're a pain in the butt. They get stuck on the grate. I know, after all the trouble I went through. And my hands are all full of paint. But that's alright. It's supposed to be like that, right? Right? Alright. So, can everybody see that there? Look at how pretty that looks. Let's push this a little closer. I don't want to drip it. But look, can you see that? And look at how pretty the sides are. Holy cow. Oh, I like this side. I'm going to get it turned around here. Look at that side. Woo! Pretty! And I'm seeing some cell action. And I'm also seeing a mess. So... let's see if this is going to be enough to clean me up a little bit. Oy, oy, oy. That almost makes me want to wipe it off on a little, another little canvas and not waste it. I do have one of those board canvases over here. Maybe I should do that. Now, maybe I need to move this some more. Move that way and this way. Alright. So, do that. Give me some more. That really looks pretty though. But I got this little, it's actually one of my double pointed knitting needles. But it's nice and small. I just want to see what would happen if I drag it through. Look, it's kind of making flowers, like, yeah, yeah, here's another one. I saw somewhere if you go from outside in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, pretty. Swirl around. It's okay. Alright, well now, let's see what happens when I get the handy dandy torch out. Let's see if it sells. Especially with the fan blowing. Alright, here we go. And there you want to. Ooh. And I'm getting some. Certainly a lot more than I had a few days ago. Let's try on the side here. And we'll turn it down. Torch over there. Turn it around. Torch over here. Torch over here. Really want some right here in the middle. Come on. Alright. I still haven't mastered the big cells. And I don't understand that. I mean, I've watched people do stuff and not torch at all. And they get great big huge cells. But now, look at that though. Can you see that? Look at how pretty. I can't leave it twisted too much. But that is so beautiful. So beautiful. So, okay. You know what? I think we will color this one done. So, I need to move a couple of things out of my way just so I can set this over on some wax paper to dry. Oi, 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 oi. You move over here. And I don't need you out. So, pretty you will sit over there and dry. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. You know, I ought to do the exact same thing, but I'd say with it, because I've got 4 of these things, I could do the turquoise, a pink, a purple, and what else have I got? Oh, red. And actually, I think I'm going to get a little more serious about making a flower right in the middle. And let me do a quick, I'm going to add some more water because this white sure seemed like it was kind of thick. So let's put some water in there. Let me mix that up. That looks and feels a whole lot better. It really does. Let's see. That's a lot better. Okay. Well, here's what I want to do. Take my brush here, and I'm just going to paint the top side. Okay? Let's just paint the top. go. Go lightly. Yeah, I know I forgot to moisten it with some water first. Well, shoot me! I don't deserve to live, right? Give it a good squirt. Alright, so I'll let that sit for a minute while I get out one more canvas. You know, I think I need to sharpen that knife. It really sucks. And I don't care if there's paint on my gloves because it's going to go on here anyway. And I am going to do a little bit of quick paint over the top, and then try to do my dump quickly. So let me just put a bunch on here. I almost don't care if there's brush strokes in it or not. Just slap it on there. Do a little bit on the sides. And some over here. And some over here. Because it's all going to blend together anyway, right? I just want to make it